Alright guys, we're going to be playing a DGR draft. Our first pack is about to open, and we start with the Renegade Graces, Flux Charge, Blast the Genius, Punish the Enemy, Maka.
Red looks pretty strong in this pack. Some pretty solid choices. I feel like
Either Punish the Enemy, Graces, or Maka.
isn't Krasis good? I don't know how good Krasis is.
He's evolved, and he evolves everybody with evolve. So we pick up on him. He's good because he's green, and he's a 3/2 for...
Yeah, he's more of a Simic type of deck. You really gotta be cutting.
I think
Simic.
actually the Maka would be the better pick.
If we're gonna be getting red, I guess Punish.
Right, but I don't know, the Graces is also a good one. So is Boris and Windrake.
I think maybe Punish might be the pick here. What do you think?
Yeah. Anything, these guys might come back.
I mean,
Because I know Maka is not coming back, for sure.
Maka's probably not coming back.
Yeah, let's just take Punish.
Punish probably
Announce
a
the
more
guilds.
decent card.
Cyclops,
So yeah,
Jalen
Blue
Sphinx,
Izzet seems
pretty open, right?
pretty good. There's a Flux Charger, there's a Nivix Cyclops, and there's also a Renounce the Guilds. I don't know if it's worth anything.
Half a ticket.
Half a ticket?
Yeah.
So that's not really worth anything. Could we
Cyclops.
try to go for a sweet Izzet deck here?
I think we could, yeah.
I mean, we opened some really good Izzet cards in our opening
And we
pack.
might be able to splash. There's some guild gates. So, if so, what do we take?
Either the Flux Charger or the Cyclops. They're both really good.
Jalen Sphinx is probably the better pick here.
But that's if we're trying to splash. I think
So,
cutting
Cyclops,
Izzet.
right?
Cutting Izzet probably the Cyclops. Although the Flux Charger is flyer.
Yeah.
It's a good
So we gotta
defender.
choose now. What do we go?
Yeah, let's take the Flux Charger, I guess.
Flux Charger it is. It's on. Weapon Surge.
Ooh.
Yoshino.
So there's some
This guy.
interesting picks here.
Trashing.
Mostog. There's also the Runner's Bane, which is okay. It's not great. This is a tough one, really.
Gunner's Bane is a good trick. And so is Weapon Surge. Either one.
It doesn't really go with the Flux Charger and
Weapon Surge is a good trick because we get to switch and give it with First Strike.
yeah, and with the Cyclops.
So I guess we have
Or
to take
we
it.
could also take the Rakdos Guild Gate and hope to go into Rakdos again and stay open. So
If we were to do that, I would just take this stuff.
yeah, actually taking the Weapon Surge is still gonna keep us open because you don't have to play.
And it's a good solid card. It won
Right.
some games.
You don't have to play blue here.
See, now we got a
So
Cyclops.
there's a Cyclops, a Dragon Ship. What does Dragon Ship do?
Blue Warrior.
I don't think Dragon Ship is actually that good.
It's not bad.
I think the Cyclops.
Yeah, no, it has to be the Cyclops for the context.
Yeah, it's per. Oh wow, there's a Hidden Strings in there.
I didn't see that shit.
Hidden Strings is good too. No, it's not like a first pick, but. So what does Flesh and Blood do? Can you maximize? The blood part is okay, but I think it's only really good if you're able to.
What would be anyone's first pick here? We could take the Gruul,
The Guild Gate.
the Guild Gate, and possibly Splash if we have to.
It's a possibility.
Or we can take one of these three guys, which are the better picks.
Although we can't really play any of them. Take maybe just get the Guild Gate.
I guess. At least if we don't want to play Izzet, Martin's Gladiator,
Ooh, so
Fatal Fumes.
there's the Hidden Strings I was talking about. It's a sorcery, but it has Cypher. Well, I guess it doesn't really work with
What does? Cyclops?
and the Flux Charger.
Yeah. Best picks here, these three. We could
Right.
take the Trashing Moscow too, or the Gladiator. One's Gladiator.
Yeah, if you wanted to stay in color, I guess the Phantasm or...
No, the meaning of that being said is that we could...
Yeah, either the Moss Dog or the Gladiator for look. I guess the Gladiator is probably a stronger card if we're trying to go Rakdos, so let's take that.
So do it. Try a Piker.
Piker seems pretty good, actually. Oh, that Goblin is horrible. There's a Runner's Bane.
I guess.
And a Maze Rusher.
Nah, I think the Runner's Bane. Well, Maka came back.
And the Windrake. Some good cards.
But I think the Maka's better.
Yeah, I think the Maka's... Although...
Because we're mostly on red, we might be able to cut blue out.
Yeah, the Windrake is more for the Flux Charger and Cyclops style decks, but I guess the Maka is overall a better card.
Yeah, it's a game ender with the Cyclops and the...
Yeah, we're not sure if we're gonna be playing. We only have 3 blue cards. We could just as well go into like Rakdos if we open something insane, or even Grow. We already have the Grow date.
Second Cyclops, yeah, now we know we're playing.
Yeah, I think we're gonna play Izzet, right? 2 Cyclops and a Flux Charger? Come on. It's pretty insane.
And then we were able to pick up on like Crossbow Weirds and Robert Fields.
Right, we did miss on the Blast of Genius and some other good cards, but... Wow. So... Toil and Trouble? Maybe we could play 2 color Splashy Black? You know?
Yeah.
Is there anything else that's good in there?
You have the counter spell?
I guess Toil. The clock is going so fast right now. So this is more of a trick type of deck. It's kind of sad we didn't open any far away or turn and burn, but hopefully we'll get some good spells. Are we looking to cut Izzet here?
Yeah. This is pretty solid.
Izzet is pretty solid. Again, it's going to be determined in 3rd pack.
Right.
But if anything, we can splash a Carnage and a Toil and Trouble. That seems
possible, yeah.
So what are we getting here?
That Windrake. I want to complain about the Windrake.
Because the Windrake is more of an evasive creature, that's why I think it's...
Still, it's a good 3-drop. If it comes back, I'm happy. You know?
I think we might have even gotten the Windrake over the...
Another one, right?
Wait. Hidden Strings?
We don't have that many creatures to block it with. This guy... What do you think?
I don't know if we're gonna be needing 2 though. Yeah, take it, whatever.
I think it's better.
Yeah, if we're splashing.
Good sideboard option.
Yeah. Oh, so we might even end up going
Rakdos.
Now we know we're either in Izzet or Rakdos.
Right.
So we really want to focus on... I think if we get some Cypher cards, or like some decent instance, with the Phantasm is pretty good.
Right. It's available. Okay. I mean, there's many good things we could open right now.
Yeah, most of them are going to be in Ravnica packs, but...
Right. So what are we looking for from Gatecrash stuff?
Gatecrash, we're looking for solid solid creatures, I would say. Some flyers, some cheap red creatures and spells.
Yeah, if we start to get too many black removals, we might as well just ship, you know?
Yeah, but we want to figure out pretty soon if we're going to be playing
right
or not.
The good thing though is that we can focus on red cards.
Right. I mean, 2 Cyclops.
Let's see what the Gatecrash pack opens. Alright, so let's move on to okay, crash.
Maybe we open a dummy